Good morning. I'm focused, man, or I'm trying to be focused. Listen, I know when I'm not right. I know when something ain't right. Ain't. Yeah. I said ain't. I know. And I am really I don't want to say struggling, but coming into terms in the full manifestation and fruition of this gift that I have had all my life. Um Listen, I woke up this morning. I went to bed last night knowing that something was not right. I was not myself. I have not been myself. So I woke up this morning and I just reminded myself that I have to be intentional about what I think, what I say. I am always a proponent of feeling what you feel. You've got to feel it. You've got to flush it. Just yesterday, I was helping my daughter write a paper, and it was about The Wire. If you know, you know. One of my favorite HBO series, not just because it's based in Baltimore. Um, Listen, the downloads. I be trying to cut these short, but when I gotta give it, I gotta give it. So The Wire. The title of the series is essentially based on um, a police department team and a wiretap. The topic of my daughter's paper was how television affects life. So, in essence, though the title of the series is in relation to a wiretap, the wire is a vein. TV is a vein. In order to flush the things out of the city, out of the country, out of this nation, out of ourselves, you got to clear out the vein. You got to flush the vein. Listen. So this morning, I'm just talking to myself, speaking out loud. I know that I have to be intentional about what I say, what I think, what I feel, so that they're in alignment and that I can be sure and positive that I am not calling forth stuff that I don't want, stuff that I don't need, stuff that is not essential to the promise and my expected end. I'm preparing to get ready for my day, and my phone dings. Usually I think nothing of it, typical emails you get that you don't want, you try to unsubscribe from. But I looked at my phone and it was an email, and the title of the email struck me. And when I saw who the email was from, my brother. This is a stand up man who doesn't ask for anything from anybody. And so I read this email, and literally, it's like my body, whatever it was that was in me, just left my body. When I tell you, it's like my veins were flushed. And it's like confirmation that I knew. I didn't know who, what, when, where, or why, but I knew that something was not right. And in that moment, I remembered who I was, why I am, and I really want to fight. At this grown age, I want to fight. But I know my brother, I know my family, and most importantly, I know the God, the Spirit, the universe, the Most High, our ancestors. Look, it ain't, it is not unto death. If anybody I know that can and will, it's my brother. And I ain't even gonna get into all the details. Because when I initially read the email, I was ready to knuckle up. But when I read the email again, I knew that he was good. And I knew and I know that it's all right. It has no choice to be. But in this moment, as I'm speaking to you all, I am reminded why I do what I do and why I fight so hard. And those moments are going to come where you really feel like I don't want to do this anymore. I want to give up because I've done it. I've said it time and time again. The number of times that I've thought about taking my own life, the number of times that I have attempted to take my own life. No one really knows. No one knows your story unless you tell it. But because I am still here and I'm alive to tell it, I'm going to tell it. And I'm going to live so that somebody, even if it's just one person, can see and know that it's not over for you. It is not unto death. It doesn't matter what. Listen, sometimes God will use a person or a situation to get you where he needs you to be. And that person or that situation cannot continue on the journey with you. It's going to hurt. It's going to frustrate you. It's going to make you feel so many different emotions and things that you don't want to feel. You don't want to acknowledge. You don't want to accept. You don't understand. And look, I'm talking to myself because if you know, I was married for 18 years. I was with this person for 20 some years. And then one day they just decided, and I felt thrown away. I felt discarded. But when I look back over that situation, and when Daryl Coley said, God is preparing me for something I cannot handle right now. He is making me ready just because he cares. It is not unto death. It is not to make you fail. It is not for you to be stuck where you are. Listen, I am encouraged and inspired today. And I just want to tell my brother, I want to tell y'all, listen, it is not unto death on this road to Calvary. And some of you don't believe, and that's fine. Whatever it is you believe, the ultimate goal and the ultimate end is for your good and his glory. For your good and his glory. Yesterday, my therapist posted about how she's been feeling the urge to move. And so she did move to a new location, her personal home. And she said so many people had come into her home and found healing and found peace and found what they needed, that it had become a place that wasn't a sanctuary for her anymore. So it was time for her to go and set up a new place for her and her. Listen, people come into your space and get what they need, and then they go. And then the residuals of that is left with you. So then you find yourself in a space that isn't even yours anymore, where you can't find peace, where it's just heavy. So sometimes you gotta go. I got so much I just want to listen because I've been struggling. And before these little 10 minutes run out, I just want to say, in July of 2020, I feel I was blessed with an opportunity to have VSG, weight loss surgery. I've lost weight, but I have not lost what I feel I could have lost. And when I look at other people, don't compare yourself. Listen, I might be back, but I just want y'all to know that it is not unto death. Victory is yours. Claim it. Walk in it. You're going to have to go through some stuff. Trust me, because for some of us, through is the only way out. Look, I love y'all on purpose. Go forth and be great. On purpose, with purpose, because you have purpose and you know I love you on purpose.